Hi everyone, welcome to OCBC Hanamatsuri Festival. I hope everyone is staying safe and well in this very difficult situation. People say the next 2 or 3 weeks is a crucial time, so please take care of yourself. Normally, we decorate very beautiful hanamido with people, but I'm sorry we cannot do that. But we are able to show wonderful pictures our member took it a couple years ago, so please enjoy the pictures as well. So Hanamatsuri, as you know, literally meaning that the flower festival when we celebrate the birth of Shakyamuni Buddha. Shakyamuni Buddha's secular word name is Gautama Siddhartha, right? So he was born on April 8th in the borderline of India and Nepal about 2,600 years ago. He got enlightened at the age of 35 and he started sharing the teaching of Buddhism. So without Shakyamuni, there are no other Buddhas, no Dharma, and no Sangha that we can really enjoy. So today we are together on OCBC YouTube. Please celebrate the birth of Shakyamuni together. The first, let's chant is Sambujo and Juseye together. Okay? So Sambujo is we'll invite Amida Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, and other Buddhas to this Hanamatsuri service. Okay, so join me please. First of all, Gassho please. Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, what's 강원 조세이감 이시무조도 시간 그만족 세부조쇼가 가오무료고 의다이세슈 의사이쇼빙그 세부조쇼가 가시조분도 묘쇼조지포 극교미쇼엄 세부조쇼가 리욕진쇼냄 조회슈봉료 시금의조도 이쇼댐님시 진리시 엔다이코 의쇼무사이도 쇼조상금요 고사이슈야쿠단 가이지에겐 메시공모암 헤이소쿠쇼아쿠도 스단센슈몬 고소조만족 이요로지포 니치가츠슈주키 텐콘부겐 이슈가이호조 고세그덕호 조다이슈주 세포시시크 그요이사이브스 그소쿠슈토쿠혼 간내신조만徳井三階よ女仏無下地津達未空所願学営力投資最小尊志願や効果大戦王感動航空商店人東内妙家ナマンナブナマンナブナマンナブナマンナブナマンナブナマンナブがんにしくどく平等正祭道本菩提心大有情ナマミダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダ Now at this moment in turn will give you English Dharma message, and I also give you English Dharma message and Japanese message as well. Please stay tuned.
Hi friends. friends, we're missing you at OCBC and beyond. We have this little song we're going to play for you. Some of you have heard it before. We promise we're going to learn some new tunes, but this is what we got in the pocket right now. Hope you like it. Thank you, friends. We miss you. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namandavas, 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 namandavas. Namandavas, namandavas, namandavas. Well, this year we cannot make a Hanamido together, but we got a beautiful Hanamatsuri festival photo from a member. So I want to show the first slide. You remember we always set up a baby Buddha in front and then put all the flowers around. And then he is positioned in front of Amida Buddha. And between Amida Buddha and the Shakyamuni, there is a Pyoran Sutra scrolls in there. That's how we set up in Naijin. So, as everybody knows, when Siddhartha was born, all the flowers blooming, and particularly in India, there was a beautiful, colorful flowers and beautiful smell, nice smell. All the flowers got scattered. And then also sweet rain came down to welcome Siddhartha in this world. And then miracle thing happened, right? As he pointed the right, finger on to the heaven and left point pointing out to the ground, he said, I alone am the world honored one, because I was born to remove human sufferings. Wow! Right after the baby was born, he was able to talk. That's a miracle. But when you hear that, I am the only one in the world who is the best and who is a greatest. When you hear that sentence, well, it sounds really arrogant and even the haughty attitude. But there is a reason why he says so. The second sentence is very important. You see the slide? It's because I was born. I had a reason to be born as a form of human in this world, because I want to remove human sufferings. He says so. With that reason, I'm the best, and then I am great, right? So we always hear the first sentence, but we sometimes don't hear the reason why he says so. So he's talking about human suffering. Human suffering, sort of another word, is dukkha. Dukkha. Dukkha is a dissatisfaction, or the things don't go as I wish, right? Those little things. For example, right now we are interfacing a very difficult time, COVID-19. We have to be staying at home. We have to adjust so many things. We may have a frustration, worry, anxiety. That's one of the suffering the human has right now. And then also the fact we are born and aging, and then getting ill, and someday I have to leave this world. Those are common human sufferings, which is common to everyone. So Siddhartha said, I want to remove that kind of problems and suffering from everybody. That's why I'm great, right? So in this sentence, I really think Shakyamuni is telling everyone, everybody has a purpose to live. The meaning, that why you were born. So why don't you find why you were born? What's the reason you received the birth, and why you are living in this life? I think it's very meaningful, and let's find a purpose to live. And then also, he sounds like preciousness life. Every human has an important, precious life. So we have to take care of our life and then cherish our life and then enjoy our life. That's his message. So I don't think Siddhartha was just talking about himself. He is telling everyone, every human being, you were born. So just find the meaning why you were born and then purpose to live and enjoy your life. That's his message, I think. And third slide is that this is a curving that Shakamuni's Siddhartha's mother delivered the child Siddhartha in the Lumbini garden, and then he was born from mother Maya's right side. So that's a bit miracle. He was not born as as we were born. So he's really special. And then also another special happened. You know that. Right after he was born, he made 7 steps. And 7 steps to the direction to north, south, east, and west. Wow, 4 directions. 4 directions signify the space everywhere. So he's stepping everywhere. And then 7 steps means the crossing over the 6 realms. 6 realms, as you know, the realm of Deva, realm of human, anger, animal, hungry, and hell. See? So even the realm of Deva, they suffer. They have blind passion. They have to die too. It's just a very sad moment, the sutra says. So every realm has the ending. So by stepping 7 steps means the Shakyamuni, baby Shaka, Siddhartha, crossed over already 6 realms. So he already pursued the realm of enlightenment when he was born. This before the Buddhism started, there is a Brahmanism. Brahmanism people believed that a reincarnation, transmigration. But however, Shakyamuni Buddha negated the idea of reincarnation. Instead of being reincarnated, why don't you reach the realm of enlightenment while you're here or after death, so you don't have to go around wandering around. That's his message. And then also the 7 steps also heavily involved is a historical Indian caste system, I think. At that time, there are very strict Indian caste system. Number 1 is a Brahman, is the ordained monks at top of the society. And next one, Kshatriya, aristocratic. And Vaishya is like a more businessman. And then Shudra is sort of slaves. So very strict. Marriage are prohibited between different castes. So those are 4 caste system. Shakyamuni wants to get rid of that caste system. What he said is, your nobleness is not based on your birth. It's based on the way you act, the way you think. So your birth, which caste class you belong to, is out of question. You can be a noble, you can get enlightened, even you are a slave. So this is really an equal opportunity the Shakyamuni Buddha presented about 2600 years ago. So next one, I want to talk about how Shinran Shonin thought about Shakyamuni. Let me read Amida, who attained Buddhahood in the infinite past, full of compassion for foolish beings with the 5 defilements, took the form of Shakyamuni Buddha and appeared to Gaia. So, Shinran's perspective is Shakyamuni's message is great. He is telling everybody has a precious life, everybody should have a purpose to live, and do your best. That's a wonderful message. But when you turn around, there is an Amida Buddha always behind you. Shinran thinks that Shakyamuni Buddha is a manifestation of Amida Buddha, who always embraced all human beings with a deep compassion. So we can live our life with the most, enjoyable time. And then Amida Buddha behind us always embraced us and gave us a deep compassion and wisdom. So this Gaia is a G-A-Y-A, is Buddha Gaia. That's the place Shakyamuni shared that the first teaching to his disciples. So Shinran thought, Shakyamuni Buddha is a manifestation of Amida Buddha, and it was born as a human form and share that Buddhism and Pure Land Buddhism to the people in this world. That's the Shinran Shonin thought about it. So at the beginning, I said a baby Siddhartha's statue is just in front of Amida Buddha, and between them there is a 3 Pure Land Sutras. So exactly what Shinran said is Shakyamuni Buddha is inviting all of you equally to the teaching of Amida Buddha. The reason why I will always display the Pure Land 3 Sutra scrolls in the Naijin, that is a Shakyamuni. Sometimes you don't see the Shakyamuni Buddha statue in our Naijin, but we do have a Pure Land 3 Sutra scrolls. That's the existence of Shakyamuni. So Shakyamuni Buddha always direct and guide us to the teaching of Amida Buddha. Thank you very much for listening to my Dhamma message. And now I will talk Japanese and give the Japanese message. So just conclude the English message. Please join me, Gassho, please. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. I will start Japanese message. 合唱お願いいたします。ナモアミダー仏、ナマンダー仏、ナマンダー仏、ナマンダー仏、ナマンダー仏、ナマンダー仏。ナマンダー仏、ナマンダー仏。皆様いかがなさっておりますか？コロナ感染が大変広がっている中、ここ2、3週間が 大変大事な時期だと言われております。本当に、ご不自由でご不便の毎日と存じ上げますけれども、どうか皆様安全に、お外に出るときもどうかお気をつけて、なるべく外出はお出にならないように、どうかしばらくのご辛抱と思いたいのですけれども、どうかこの YouTube でもですね、日本語のメッセージも送らせていただきますので、どうかご覧くださって、心を休めていただいたらと思っております。今日はお釈迦様のお生まれになった4月8日のお花祭りの日本語の法話でございます。皆様方、お釈迦様と申しましたら2600年前にお生まれになった人間の体をしてこの世にお生まれになって、仏教の教えを開かれた方でございます。幼い時の名前はゴータマ・シッダータとおっしゃいまして、そしてお釈迦様になられて釈迦牟尼仏というふうに仏様になられたわけです。この世で悟りを開かれた方でございます。で、このお花祭りはですね、ご存知の通りに今日本語のスライドをお見せしておりますけれども、こういうふうに右の手で、天井を指して、そしてもう一つの手で、地面を指してですね、何とおっしゃるかというと、生まれたばかりにですね、お言葉を申されて、天上天下唯我独尊、ね、そして、三界皆苦我等愛しというふうにおっしゃられたわけでございます。天上天下唯我独尊というのは皆様よく耳にされていると思います。天にもそして、この天下にもですね、私は本当に尊いものであると、悟りというものを開くものであるというふうにおっしゃっているわけでございます。で、2行目のですね、この三界皆苦我等愛しという言葉はあまり、お聞きになったことはないと思いますけれども、この言葉が大事なんですね。なんか天上天下唯我独尊って言ったら、私素晴らしいのよってね、なんかすごい傲慢なお言葉のように感じますけれども、この傲慢なお言葉ではないわけですね。なぜかというと、この2行目の三界というね、どの世の中に行っても言うことです。これちょっと特別用語で、欲界とか色界とか無色界というふうに難しい言葉のことを三界というのですけれども、要するにどの世界に行っても、この人間は安住の土地というものがないのですということをおっしゃってるんですね。いわゆるこれは私たちの人間としての煩悩、ね、そして、苦という世界を表しているわけです。しかしお釈迦様は、この私が、この人間が持っているいろいろな苦を除くために私は生まれてきたのです。ですから私は尊い人となるでしょうというふうにおっしゃってくださっているわけです。このメッセージはですね、考えによってはお釈迦様だけのことではなくして、私たち一人一人人間へのメッセージでもあろうかと思います。一度この世に人間と生まれたこの命の尊さですね。命がいかに尊いことであるか、そして生かされることが何という深い喜びであるかということをお釈迦様はおっしゃってくださっているわけです。そして生まれてきたからにはいろんな苦があろうとも自分の人生は生きていかなければいけない。まさに今本当に厳しいコロナの状況でございますけれども、このような状況でも私たち一人一人は生きていかなければなりませんということです。そして生きていくからにはどうか目的を持って生きなさいというふうにお釈迦様はおっしゃっておられるわけでございます。ね、そしてお釈迦様はこの言葉をおっしゃいました後にですね、7歩、北の方に向かって7歩、南に向かって7歩、東に向かって7歩、そして西に向かって7歩を歩ま北 北、南、東、西っていうのは空間を意味いたします。ですから十方ですね。十方主上と言いますので、十方、すべての空間に私はこの悟りを、これから申し上げましょうというふうにおっしゃられているわけです。そして七歩っていうのは六道を超えるということです。六道というのは天道、人間道、修羅道、そして、畜生道、餓鬼道、そして地獄道というふうにございますけれども、この六道を超えて、そして仏の世界に私は入っていく身であるということをお釈迦様はおっしゃられたのでございます。ここでですね、親鸞上人様は、浄土真宗のご開山親鸞上人様は、このお釈迦様のことをどのようにお考えになったかということを申し上げましょう。これは浄土和算にございます。和算でございますけれども、お読みいたしますね。苦音実情阿弥陀仏。五辱の凡具を憐れみて、釈迦牟尼仏と示してぞ、ガヤ城には応言する。というふうにおっしゃっております。親鸞上人にいたしましたら、このお釈迦様という方は、阿弥陀様の大人物だと。大人物って言ったら何のことかと言いますと、人間の体をして、この世に阿弥陀様のお示しを、そして、見教えを伝えるために、この世に生まれてこられたんですということを、親鸞様はおっしゃられるわけです。で、このように苦音実情ですから、阿弥陀仏という仏様はもう虫以来と申しますね。始めがないほどの前からいらっしゃる仏様です。その仏様がこの五辱、このいろんな苦の多い世界に生きているこの人間をね、衆生をかわいそうだと思って、そしてお釈迦様の姿をして、現れたんだと。そしてこのガヤ城というところはブッダガヤのことです。お釈迦様が初めてお説法をなすったところをブッダガヤと言いますけれども、中国読みではガヤ城と申し上げます。そこに、応言されたのだと。ですからお釈迦様は阿弥陀様の見教えを私たち人間に教えるがために、人間の体として大人物としてこの世に、生まれられたのであるというふうに親鸞様はおっしゃっております。本当に親鸞様のおっしゃることね、同じを見ていただいてもわかると思いますけれども、阿弥陀様の前には必ず、浄土三部経というお巻物がございます。この浄土三部経自体がお釈迦様の存在なんですね。というのは浄土三部経はお釈迦様が語られているお経でございます。お釈迦様が私たち人間に阿弥陀様の方をお向きくださいというふうにして、この浄土三部経を語られているわけです。ですからお内陣にはお釈迦様のお姿はありませんが、浄土三部経のお巻物によって私たちはお釈迦様の お導きによって阿弥陀様の見教えにたどり着くことができるということになるわけです。本当にこの4月もまだコロナの感染は収まらないかもわかりません。どうか皆様ご不便がある毎日と思いますけれども、どうかお体をおいといくださいまして、毎日南無阿弥陀仏をお聞きくださって、そして共に南無阿弥陀仏の中で生かされている喜びを皆さんと感謝いたします。いたすことにいたしましょう。それではこれをもちまして私の花祭り法要の日本語法話とさせていただきます。ご聴聞いただきましてありがとうございました。合唱お願い申し上げます。ナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツ。
Please join me in Gasho for this very special service, Hanamatsuri. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. So, Hanamatsuri is probably my most favorite Buddhist holiday. It comes around the same time as Easter, and as a convert Buddhist, I always had trouble with the Easter story. And I kind of wanted to talk about that in relationship to the Buddha's birth story. It's not miraculous. It's not historical. It has deep meaning for us as Buddhists, but not as the founder of a great religious tradition, but as a great teacher. And so his life story is a foreshadowing or an example that epitomizes the Buddhist way and the Buddhist practice. And so I'd like to cover both of these things, the importance of myth and symbols. And the Buddha is an archetype for us. His life is a model for us. The Buddha doesn't save people. It's the Dharma. But the Buddha's life story is an exemplar of the Dharma, how the Dharma is lived. And so I think if we contextualize the story in that way, it has much more meaning. So there is a great book called Buddhist Thought by Paul Williams. And I always say it's not the short guy from Love Boat. He's a famous scholar. And this book, I always say, is available on Amazon. But one of our Sangha members works at Barnes & Noble. It's also available at Barnes & Noble. And I want to read you a quote from that book with the important parts highlighted in this burnt orange. The role of the Buddha for Buddhists is simply to show the way, a way which has to be followed by each person themselves. What follows from all of this is that the corresponding absolutely central role of Jesus for Christians is performed by Buddhists, not by the Buddha, but by the Dharma. The proper Buddhist place to start the study of Buddhism, therefore, is not the life story of the Buddha at all, but through outlining straightaway the Dharma, the practice of which leads to liberation. The life story of the Buddha becomes important subsequently as a teaching aid for showing us how it is that the teachings have the validity they do possess. That is, for engendering confidence in the effectiveness of the teachings and for illustrating themes of the teachings themselves. As one might expect, the Buddha is subordinate to the Dharma, for it is not the Buddha who brings about the enlightenment of his followers, but following the Dharma. So this is very important. His life story is meant as an example, something we can mimic in our own lives. And the other thing that also occurs is there's a lot of narrative elements within the story that we don't get because we're modern Americans. A lot of the metaphors and the analogies and the nods to cultural norms just fly right by us. So I wanted to go over those a little bit as well. So the first thing that's important to know about the Buddha and when he teaches is it is a lot to do and influenced by Indian culture, Indian cosmology, an Indian worldview. And one of those worldviews was that we are reborn or reincarnated in these different realms, different layers or levels, and it's kind of an endless cycle. And so there's 6 of them. There's the heavenly realm, the human realm. There's the realm of the fighting demons. This is where road rage lives. The animal realm, hungry ghosts, and the hellish realm. Now in the Buddha's time, these were considered physical places of existence. But with most things Buddhist, the Buddha infused these with a here and now impermanent way of looking at it. So for the Buddha, these aren't realms in terms of geographic locations, but states of mind. So when we get really frustrated or depressed, we're in our own self-created hell. When we're logical and rational and we have our wits about us, we're in the human realm. When we're angry and frustrated, we're in a fighting demon realm. The animal realm is where we are spontaneous and we don't think out our consequences and we react suddenly. Hungry ghost is the greedy realm where we always want more. So you get a raise at work and then you think about it and you wished it was better. And then the hellish realm again is this realm of agony. So there's 6 of them and they never end in the Indian cosmology of the time. And this is displayed by the Wheel of Life. There are 6 little slices of pizza in here. You can see there's a white circle in each one. And what's really interesting about that is each one of these highlighted circles is the Buddha. So the teachings are available to us no matter what realm we are in. So, even when you're in your most depressed and frustrated realm, the teachings are still available to us. So the idea is we keep roaming around and around and around in the cycle of emotional states that never end. So we got to keep that in mind. So the number 6 is important. And then the other thing that was very important in the Buddha's time was the idea of castes, a caste system. And this is even stronger than the British class system. You watch Downton Abbey, you watch Poldark. I find it very frustrating because people can't be born out of their station in life. You're born into a station or a certain level, and it's improper, it's unthinkable to move from one to another. And this is even more strong in the Indian caste system. So we have 5. We have the Brahmins, who is the highest religious, spiritual class. 2 is the warriors, the soldiers, the military, the government. 3rd down is the merchants. These are people that sell and bargain and trade. 4 is the laborers, fishermen, hunters, farmers. These are the people that do actual work and produce products. And 5 are the untouchables, the lowest of the low. And one thing that's kind of interesting is in Indian culture, laborers are actually respected more than merchants because merchants don't literally produce anything. And then when you listen to the Buddha talk, he's from the warrior caste, but it sounds as if the warrior caste thinks they're higher than the Brahmanic caste. So I thought that was kind of human nature. Everybody kind of thinks their caste is better, but this is the way it's supposed to be. And the way when you read a book or you see a story or you hear a tale told is where a person is born from their mother's body signals to the audience the caste they're born into. So a Brahmin is born out of the head, the wisdom eye, the forehead. The warrior out of the ribs where you fight, when you hold your sword. Merchants from the waist, laborers from the top of the feet, and the untouchables from the bottom of the mother's feet. So babies are born in India just like they are in America, but this is a literary device, signals to the audience the caste of the baby. So here we have the parents and the aunt of Siddhartha Gautama, Prince Siddhartha. His father, King Suddhodana, upper left. Queen Maya, upper right, is his mother. And then down below that is Mahapajapati, the sister of Queen Maya, the Buddha's aunt. And the sad thing about this story is April 8th is wonderful. April 15th is sad. It's when our taxes are usually due if we're not in a pandemic. But it's also when the Buddha's mother dies. Queen Maya dies 1 week after giving birth. Due to complications. They don't really say what it was, but she died a week after giving birth to Prince Siddhartha. So raises Prince Siddhartha as if it was her own son. And this is another Dharma talk, maybe for Mother's Day, but Mahapajapati is still revered by nuns, Buddhist nuns and women all over the world. And her title is the Mother of Buddhism. She's considered the most important woman in the Buddhist tradition. She begins the monastic tradition for women. She's an amazing woman. So then we have the white elephant. Queen Maya has a dream of the white elephant. And in Indian culture, this is a good luck sign, a good luck charm. It's like seeing a rainbow, finding a penny heads up. What else? A rabbit's foot. These are all good signs. When I watch a movie, I pick up on these kind of signals. She wants to have a child with King Suddhodana. They're having trouble conceiving. They need a firstborn male to carry on the royal line. And she has a dream of a white elephant. Now, this is not a miraculous birth. It's not immaculate conception. This is not divinity in any way. Scholars say there's no evidence of that in the Buddhist stories at all, as you would expect in a Christian tradition. This signals to the audience important good tidings are to come. And she wakes up the next morning, and from this dream, she knows that she's pregnant and she's going to have a child. And then, as Reverend Wonder mentioned, we have the Buddha's birth. She gives birth. These are her 4 midwives, just like the British TV show. In the back, there's a canopy wagon with her bodyguards. And she stops at Lumbini Garden, the song we sing. She's traveling to her mother and father's home, the maternal parents, to have her child. On the way, she goes into labor. She gives birth standing up. They put up this cloth for privacy, which is very nice. And Prince Siddhartha is born. And it's kind of amazing. This never happens in reality. It's what it symbolizes. As soon as Prince Siddhartha is born, he stands up, which no normal baby would do this, but it's the message of the meaning of the story. Prince Siddhartha gets up and walks 7 steps and then points to the heavens above and earth below. I am most noble. And this is basically his enlightenment story. I was teaching this story to junior YBA kids, or it might have even been Sangha teens, and because I'm a math computer scientist, I didn't know what this was called. The student told me, this is called foreshadowing. It's a very famous standard literary device. The story of the Buddha's birth is foreshadowing the path he takes to enlightenment throughout his life. So he is born, reborn, a new person, a new being. He walks 7 steps, which means he's gone 1 step beyond the 6 realms. He's transcended these 6 states of mind that we constantly go through. He's transcended this normal way of human thinking. And when he points above and below, he's saying the true self is most noble. Buddha nature, the self that's one with all things, not the ego self, but the true self is what is most noble in life. And nobility in Buddhism is not your caste, not your yearly salary, not what kind of car you have, not how tall you are or how much hair you have. I really wish I was over 6 feet tall, and I wish I had hair. But nobility in Buddhism comes from practice, from walking the path. And so if you read the story in this way, it's telling us the outcome of his life. The die's been cast. And it's the same for us. If we practice Buddhism and we go to the temple, it's foreshadowing our lives the same way it does for the Buddha. And I wanted to share one last thing about the importance of myths. There is a book called Black Elk Speaks. He's a famous Lakota Indian chief, and he speaks about the power of myth in the Native American Indian tradition. And one of my favorite scholars, Rita M. Gross, she wrote an essay in Tricycle, the magazine, summer of 2012, and the title of it was The Truth About Truth, The Dangers of Literalism. So her whole essay was the dangers of taking these kind of Buddhist stories literally. And what is the truth about truth? It's the meaning of the story. And she quotes Black Elk, and I'd like to close with this. She says, "One of the wisest statements about history and story that I've ever encountered was spoken by Black Elk, a holy man of the Lakota Nation during the 19th and 20th centuries. In Black Elk Speaks, he narrates one of the Lakota's most important stories, a story about how the sacred pipe first came to the people. This story is filled with elements that are difficult to take literally, such as women turning into buffaloes. At the story's conclusion, Black Elk said, "This they tell, and whether it happens so or not, I do not know. But if you think about it, you can see that it is true." So I would say that about Buddhist stories. I don't really know if they happened or not. I don't really care. And I know deep in my heart that they are absolutely true stories. Thank you very much. Please join me in Basho. Namo Amidavutsu, Namandavutsu, Namandavutsu, Namandavutsu.